New information has just been released by the government regarding the Renters' Rights Action, which has something very specific that you need to do if you're a landlord. I'm going to explain exactly what you need to do. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Property Magic podcast, in which I'm going to be discussing the incredibly important information sheet that has just been released by the government on the 20th of March. Now, if you are a landlord, you need to listen very, very carefully to this, because if you get this wrong, there's potentially huge fines at stake. And unfortunately, there'll be many landlords who are just completely unaware of the requirement. Now, as you know, the Renters' Rights Act 2025 has now come into practice, and the 1st of May is the start of phase 1. And there are several things happening at that point. I'm going to be releasing a number of videos about this on my YouTube channel over the next month or so to keep you fully updated. But right now, I'm going to tell you all about this information sheet, which you need to understand, you need to issue to each of your tenants. Now, the 1st of May, which is when the Renters' Rights Act Phase 1 comes in, that's the point at which they are abolishing Section 21s, and the current AST contracts, Assured Short-Term Tenancy contracts, are changing to an APT contract, an Assured Periodic Tenancy. Now, this information sheet is aimed at tenants to explain to them the changes that are happening and what this means for them as tenants. So this is why it's critically important that every single person who is named on a tenancy, you need to issue this separately. So let's say you've got a student property, and very often they might have one contract for which they're all jointly liable, but you need to make sure each individual person is served one of these notices who is named on that contract. Now, there are several ways you can serve this. You can actually do a physical delivery to them, and if you do that, I suggest you take a picture of them receiving the documentation. You can post it to them, but I highly recommend you send it first class and get a postal receipt so you can prove it's been posted to them, or you can deliver it via email or text. Now, very important, you are not supposed to give them a link to the government website where they can download this. You need to download this and then you need to send it to them. And again, you might want to put a read receipt on your emails. If you're sending a text message, get them to confirm back to you that they have received it. This is really, really important, because one of the things that's coming in the Renters' Rights Act is they are extending the rent repayment orders. So at the moment, a rent repayment order is for 12 months. For example, if you don't have a license on the property that should have a license, if you're not keeping up to date with repairs, etc. These are all reasons that a tenant can take you to court and claim up to 12 months rent back. However, from the 1st of May, this is changing to 24 months, and not issuing this is one of the things that could make you fall into that trap. Now, you could argue that if a tenant doesn't actually receive this, they're not really having any harm or any malice to them. However, it's important that they understand the changes and the rights they have to the contracts that they have, changing from the AST to an APT. And so if they don't get it, you're not really looking after them properly, and that's something they can claim against you. So it's critically important that you are issuing these. Now, it could be a printout like this, black and white. You need to staple it to make sure they get all 4 pages of this. If you just give them the front sheet, that's not enough. It needs to be all 4 pages of this document. And really, one of the things that's happening with the Renters' Rights Act is encouraging us as landlords to be more professional. And we should be professional. We should look after our properties. We should look after our tenants. But it's going to be very, very important that we are keeping track of all the interactions. If there are damage reports or repairs required, we need to show we're responding quickly to those and doing everything we can to get those fixed. But you need to make sure, if you have letting agents who are looking after your properties for you, that they are issuing these and they are getting confirmation receipts back from the tenants, because again, ultimately it's your responsibility. Even if you have someone else looking after your property for you, which is what I do, I'm all over my letting agents to make sure that they understand the regulations and they're doing everything they need to. In fact, I've even had one letting agent who has issued this slightly early. You can issue this before the 1st of May. However, because this refers to changes after the 1st of May, tenants might get a bit confused. So I think really it's best to issue it between the 1st of May and the 31st of May. Now bear in mind, there are only 19 working days in May because of all the bank holidays and things. So you need to make sure that this is served on time. Doing it a few days late is not an excuse. So it's things like this. You need to know how to be a good landlord. You need to know what are the requirements and what's the legislation that you need to follow to letter, particularly with the changes and the way it's going to be easier for tenants to take landlords to court and try and get rent repayment orders. And my prediction is there are going to be a whole host of no fee, no win solicitors who are looking for tenants who've got landlords who maybe aren't up to speed, they don't quite know what to do, and they're going to take them to court and get months and months of rent paid back to them. So please don't make that mistake. It would be a real shame if you're someone who is educating yourself, you're listening to this podcast or watching the YouTube channel to see this podcast on a regular basis, and yet you're not taking action. And if you're watching the YouTube version of the Property Magic podcast, in the description below, we're going to give you a link to the government website. You can go and download this to make sure you've got it ready to serve to your tenants from the 1st of May. I do hope you got value from watching this video. If you have, please like the video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to make sure you're notified anytime a timely video like this comes out. And comment below, are you ready? Are you ready for the Renters' Rights Act? Do you know what you need to do? If not, make sure you watch the videos on this YouTube channel to get up to date with what you need to do over the next month. Until next time, I encourage you to invest with knowledge, invest with skill.